Abby Tedros here at the WBTV News Now desk, coming to you live on this Tuesday morning. If you are just joining us right now, we have been staying on top of some breaking news, specifically a fire that Charlotte Fire has responded to in the 6 o'clock hour of our morning broadcast. Our coverage is continuing on our digital platforms with our Liliana Pearson, who is live at that scene on Wildwood Court. Liliana, walk us through what you know right now.
Good morning, Abby. So there are just a few limited details that we know so far. We do know that nobody was hurt in this fire. It took about 30 firefighters and they had it controlled under 30 minutes. But I think the more interesting detail is how this house fire started. I'm going to let you take a little bit of a closer look at the scene. We can see now, you can see that we're being kept back a little further away right now as they're continuing to process that scene. So police have told us that this started as a food truck fire. That truck was parked pretty close to the home, and then the home next to it caught on fire. We're being told that 8 people lived in that home. Most of them were adults, but nobody was hurt. I have reached out to Red Cross to see if they're responding and if they're going to be giving any assistance here, but I was able to talk to one of the police officers. He said, of course, because it was a food truck fire, one of the big concerns is going to be fuel and propane. He said there was actually a fairly large propane tank that was sitting on the back of the food truck, but the firefighters who responded to the scene were able to keep it cool and to keep it from catching on fire or exploding, which he said in the long run is very helpful. But right now, there's nothing left of that food truck.
All right, and I do see that you all are able to zoom in and get a little closer than where we were during the broadcast. So better visuals as far as what it's looking like right now. I know that you said that they're pretty much clearing the scene, Charlotte Fire. Wanted to ask you about whether you were able to talk to anybody who either lives in the neighborhood or who was actually impacted by this fire.
So we haven't been able to talk to anybody that lived in that home or any of the houses near to it. You can see with this police tape that's up right here that we're being kept away from the scene as they are processing it. The people that we have talked to are the people that live on the other side of this tape, the people that are coming up to us and asking, hey, do you know what happened? Things along those lines. So right now we're just hearing from curious neighbors. We're not yet hearing from anyone that was impacted. But like I said, we do know that 8 people lived in that home. Most of them were adults. So I have, again, reached out to the Red Cross to see what sort of assistance they might be providing or if they're going to be responding to this scene.
And the good news, I know that we were able to get a response from Medic too, correct? For those who are just joining us on Facebook Live, if you can give us an update from Medic as far as, I know that you said 8 people lived inside that home. How were they doing this morning?
We know that everyone is okay, and that doesn't mean that there isn't going to be any sort of smoke inhalation problems or anything like that. But police have told us, and we have just started hearing back from Medic this morning saying that nobody was injured, nobody was taken to the hospital. So good news with the unfortunate news this morning.
All right, our Liliana Pearson joining us live this morning from Wildwood Muse Court on that food truck fire. Liliana, thank you for extending our coverage on our digital platforms. WBTV News Now, appreciate you sharing those updates with us. We, of course, will continue to check in throughout the morning on any new developments that you get. In the meantime, if you all are looking to follow along as we get those new details, as Liliana Pearson learns more as well, you can always head over to our website at WBTV.com. So I want to pull that up for you right here, walking you through what we have, because our digital team is also bringing you up to speed on those details that we are confirming in the field. On the homepage there, giving you that very latest information as far as what we know. Food truck fire spreading to a home, and this is in the Charlotte Steel Creek area. We know that 8 people lived in that home. Medic letting us know that no one was hurt or no transports to the hospital at least. And so that's what we have available to us, information confirmed at this hour. As soon as we get any new information, we'll come to you live on the WBTV News app. We will bring you that information as well on WBTV.com. Now,